Yo, what's up? You got your man, your mellow, your ace, Jeep Ward behind the board. Back for another fun-filled episode of Something Clever, Thanksgiving edition. That's right. In 2 days, you're going to be stuffing your face if you live in America. To everybody else, it's just another Thursday. Even people in Canada who have their own Thanksgiving, they don't celebrate like we do on a Thursday. Anyway, in 2 days, you're going to be stuffing your face. I'm not going to lie, I'm not recording this on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I'm recording it a full 7 days before Thanksgiving. So don't feel like, I might be behind the times. Something might have happened that I'm not talking about. You might be like, yo, why is he not talking about it? Normally he's so, up to date on current events. Well, because I'm a week late or whatever, 5 days late. What are you going to do? Either way, I pulled a bunch of 45s, have some cool Thanksgiving samples. Well, really two. And there's not really Thanksgiving music per se. No Charlie Brown special for Thanksgiving that I'm aware of. Or at least not one that I have a book and a 45 of. Anyway, speaking of, I pulled a bunch of 45s. Will those get played? Heck if I know. Hopefully they do. I can't say. Anyway, let's get into the music. You're listening to a little bit of Cleveland Freckleton, and it's off the Library ATA record, which is fantastic. If you don't know who ATA Records is, just take a trip on down to their Bandcamp and get to know them, because they're dope. It's new music. They're in the same vein as like Big Crown or like even Daptone or whatever, but really doing good things out there. So ATA Records, this is their first Library Music Volume 1. There's a Volume 2 that is forthcoming, so you should check that out as well. Let's get back into it. Something clever with your man, Jeep Ward behind the board, a.k.a. DJ Halo.
John Wayne at the first Thanksgiving, pilgrims. Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims. Drums, 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 drums.
More fire, you champion girl. Having thoughts of you doing all of it for me. Behold, your beauty before the Lord and all of its glorious God's body of work. And you're the heart of it purely. If loving is like a novel, you're the star of the story. Memories in a bottle, white rum or reposado, I regret to swallow. They admittedly set the model I have yet to follow. But minus all my hesitation, I search for a sermon. So let me be your congregation. I got some poems to feed you, plenty places to lead you. It's easy for me to read you. I need you to know I need you. Want you to know I want you. Wish you could see I miss you. I'm replaying the moment when instinctively I kissed you and promised you no opponent would ever make me resist you. Your chemistry's reflected in every connected tissue and artery. That's proof that no part of me is artificial. When you press upon my body and wine, I'm whining with you. More fire, you're a champion girl. That's a fire, you're not ramping girl. Singing and you're moving, there's no curse on you. Easy dancer, see you come true. Every time you do it, see enough swag, enough unstepping, but you're not gangster now. Big star in me, see me look on you. Everywhere you move, you see the lust on you. Cause she freezing, gangster flow. Extra freezing, a big antidote. Hit him with the rhythm, they quiet. Making up a really stay silent. More fire, you're a champion girl. That's a fire, you're not ramping girl. Big star in me, see me look on you. Everywhere you move, you see the lust on you. I believe when we get the vibe like these, don't fight the feeling coming on. Yeah, we really stand alone. All up in the dance hall, yeah, we conquer and define while we dance. Put up on my body and wine. Woman, won't you give me your soul? congregation and serving. Wavy dancer, crazy lover, tidy dancer, you really got soul. Next woman gonna leave her alone. Can't be rocking and I cannot be rolled. Girl, you know we really got the time. No, you know we really got the time. Yes, I really got time. Girl, you know I really got time. More fire, you're a champion, girl. Lots of fire, you're no ramping, girl. Singing now you're moving, there's no curse on you. Easy dance and see you come through. Every time you do it, see you no shine, you know. Enough on stepping, but you're no gangster, no. Big star, shimmy love on you. Everywhere you're moving, see the lust on you. I you.
Our man Our man dumb. Our man dumb.
Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in the weapon. Step in the man. He's gonna back it. Step in your man. He's gonna back it. Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in the weapon. Step in your bridge. Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in the weapon. Step in the man. He's gonna back it. Step in your man. He's gonna back it.
Who's gonna back it? Backhand quick swing if you try and make a racket. Sack the ting to the end, reload, no bars, bare holes in a jacket. See man, I'm on point at the time that will like it. I do my thing, I ain't passive. See man, not aggressive, I'm possessive. I work hard for the back, same time I'm finessing. You man are not bad, I gotta stress it. On my life, if you start, I will dead it. Do my thing, fam, I don't need no credit. Big business, no peas on my debit. You don't want arms, you're gonna leg it. One flick of the wrist, shotgun like when you're on a pair, then you rev it.
Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in the weapon. Step in the man. He's gonna back it. Step in your man. He's gonna back it. Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in the weapon. Step in the man. He's gonna back it. Step in your man. He's gonna back it.
Who's gonna back you? All that smack talk's gonna end when I smack you. Waste men thinking they got sauce. One bang, you be leaking ragu. You ain't never been a bad you be upset when your boys never had you. Yeah, keep that same energy when you're on your own, my guy. Don't let your gang gas you. Yeah, you could be lacking on a late night, catching with a wife. Yeah, I'm ending date night. I can't lift man's beam to the space sides. Keep it real, man. I hate lies. Man moves like they're invincible, but I see shit through your fake vibes. Man, a low B gangster, them man wanna be bad boy bait guys. Yeah.
Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in the weapon. Step in the man. He's gonna back it. Step in your man. He's gonna back it. Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in your bridge. Step in the weapon. Step in the weapon. Step in the man. He's gonna back it. Step in your man. He's gonna back it.
I can't see fucking man. Like what? No, what is it? Let me know, fam. Let a nigga know, fam. What? Back what, fam? Shut your mouth, dickhead, man. What? Huh? I call your fucking brethren, fam. In fact, give me the number, I'll bet him, fam. Until I've come right here, fam. You mad? You ain't gonna do nothing. Pussy, yo.
Yo, hope you're having a good night so far. That was the man, the myth, the legend. His name is Crafty893. And if you are a grime fan, so if you don't know what grime music is sort of the UK interpolation of rap. It's like it's like a slower. It's like a 70, usually like 70 to 75 BPM, which could be double timed. So it sort of grew out of, rap coming over to the UK, but sort of getting mixed up with like, not drum and bass and not necessarily dubstep, but similar type beats to that. Maybe like some UK garage or whatever, and people rapping over it. But anyway, it's a huge form, especially in the UK. but it has made its way over to America. So if you're unsure what grime is, it's definitely not rap. So it's like saying, you know, dubstep is not house, or drum and bass is not jungle music. They're similar, but they are not the same. So that being said, that's Crafty 893, and it features Big Zoo. The single is called Back It, and there's a video that's going to be forthcoming very soon. It's coming out on True Thoughts, so shouts to the True Thoughts family, putting out great music, and like a wide variety of great music, like jazz and house music, dance music, and grime music. So it's you know, they're an overall UK label, which I appreciate. Before that was what? Well, I'll tell you. Liam Bailey featuring Black Thought. And what's funny is the label on the file of this goes, it says Liam Bailey featuring Black Thought. Champion remix featuring Black Thought. It's like, dog, I get it. Black Thought's on the track. So that's a remix. It's on, speaking of Big Crown Records, it's on Big Crown Records. Check them out. Really, really dope outfit out of Brooklyn. Same as Daptone, doing sort of nouveau soul, funk, what have you, R&B, breaks type of music. So, yeah, let's get back into it. You're going to hear something off the Congo Revolution. I have the 7-inch set, but it did come out as a double LP as well. It came out as a 7-inch for Record Store Day, I don't know, 2018? Black Friday 2018? I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. You're listening to Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, a.k.a. DJ Halo. Ah, didn't hit you with the reverb. What?
I've been watching you, every little thing you do, and the changes you're putting me through. What you're doing, trying to get next to you, and every little thing you do, and the changes you're putting me through. Yeah, what you're doing, trying to do, yeah. Baby, it's no secret about the vibes that I have for you. Don't think I'll ever regret the day you made my life brand new. Turn my day into bright sunshine. So glad that you're mine, all mine. I don't care what you say or do, 'cause baby, no got you all, babe. Trying to get next to you. Every little thing you do. Oh, what's that you're doing? Yeah, babe. I'm trying to get next to you. Every little thing you do. Oh, what's that you're doing? What you trying to do? Yeah. Baby, I've been checking out the way that you hold my hand. Oh, I've been digging on the way you say that you understand. You ever seen a woman like you? Go work and show her all you gotta do. All I ask is you just be true. Baby, got my own, you are, babe. Trying to get next to you. Well, every little thing you do, it's alright. Feel good what you're doing. Yeah. Trying to get next to you. Every little thing you do, child. Oh, what's that you're doing? Look here, babe. Trying to get next to you. Every little thing you do, it's alright. Oh, what's that you're doing? Got it bad, babe. Keep on doing what you're doing. It's alright. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah, you know I've been watching you. Yes, I am. And every little thing you do, baby.
Thanksgiving funkiness. Something clever, or rather, something clep. Shouts to my man Spencer Garn. Gemco Records. Man knows his phone.
Cette musique, c'est pour toi que je l'ai faite. Viens, Lynn, écoute cette musique, c'est pour toi que je la chante. Tu me prends par la main, tu tentes de me pousser dans la mer, mais tu te retrouves dans mes bras. Tu es à moi, c'est toute la vie. Tu es pour moi toute ma vie, tu es mon soleil et ma richesse. Pour Antoine n'est que mille merveilles, je t'en supplie, écoute-moi. Écoute cette musique, c'est pour toi que je l'ai faite. Viens, Lynn, écoute cette musique, c'est pour toi que je la chante. Tu te souviendras de nos caresses, oui, tu te souviendras de nos cicatrices. Si un jour je devrais partir, il te restera cette mélodie. Oui, tu te souviendras de nos caresses, oui, tu te souviendras de nos cicatrices. Si un jour je devrais partir, il te restera cette mélodie. Viens, Lynn, écoute cette musique, c'est pour toi que je l'ai faite. Viens, Lynn, écoute cette musique, c'est pour toi que je la chante. Lorsqu'à la place tu me prends par la main, tu tentes de me pousser dans la mer, mais tu te retrouves dans mes bras. Je t'en supplie, écoute-moi. Tu es pour moi toute ma vie, tu es mon soleil et ma richesse. Toi, toi n'est que mille merveilles. Je t'en supplie, écoute-moi. Écoute cette musique, c'est pour toi que je l'ai faite. Viens Lynn, écoute cette musique, c'est pour toi que je la chante. Tu te souviendras de nos caresses, oui tu te souviendras de nos ivresses. Si un jour je devrais partir, il te restera cette mélodie. Oui tu te souviendras de nos caresses, oui tu te souviendras de nos ivresses. Si un jour je devrais partir, il te restera cette mélodie. C'est pour toi que je l'ai faite. Lynn, écoute ma mélodie. C'est pour toi que je la chante. Écoute donc cette mélodie amoureuse que j'ai cherchée dans la forêt du rose. Laisse-moi te la chanter les soirs. Laisse-moi te la souffler à l'oreille. Lynn, 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 Lynn,
Line! Line! Yo, how you doing? Having a good time? Chilling, doing all that good stuff. All right, that's what's up. What you heard there was a name that I'm 99% sure I'm gonna hack up completely terribly, but let's give it a try. Bassa Afro Akute Ma Melody. Hey, it went all right. If you actually know how to pronounce whatever language that is, I imagine it's some type of Creole or French. It's African. It's on Analog Africa, and it's off the. Hold up. Polyrythmo de Contenoir. The skeletal essences of Afro-funk, 1969 to 1980. You feel like, oh man, that's a huge range, but that's only 11 years. That's kind of weird, right? It feels like 1980 was so far away from 1969, doesn't it? But it's only 11 years. I mean, 2009 doesn't feel like all that far away from 2020, right? Same deal. Weird. Before that was the Diamond Street Players, Murky Retrograde, and I tried to shout out my man Spencer Garn. He's one of the Diamond Street Players as well as the guy who records them. He's also one of the people behind the helm of the record label called Gemco. They are based in Atlanta. They have a studio. Cool guys. So what up, man? What up? And before that was Arnold Blair, Trying to Get Next to You, and that's off the Soul Jazz 7045. It's 5 bespoke original 1970s 45s, of which Arnold Blair is one of them. I may play another track off of it tonight, but then again, I may not. I don't know. I pulled a ton of 45s for whatever reason, and I'm like determined to play them. So, you know, do what you will with it. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrim. I find it so funny that American businesses try to set these like shopping dates as worldwide things. And it's like, I'm sorry, somebody in China doesn't care what the 4th Friday or the 5th Friday in November, whatever, the Friday after the 4th Thursday of November, they don't care. They're not going to go out and shop just because somebody's having a sale. It's not a holiday to them. You can't make it a holiday. It's not going to happen. It's like trying to make Black Friday a thing in Europe. You're like, nah, dog. Like, they don't have the context. Without the context, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a Friday. Why are the sales happening then rather than, you know, the first Friday in December to get ready for Christmas or whatever? It's mind-boggling to me that these things happen. Where like American businesses, people who are getting paid a lot of money to tell people how to sell their stuff are like, oh yeah, we should totally get some pickup in Spain. What are you talking about? No, you're not. They don't care about it in Spain. I can guarantee. Oh man, sorry. I get a little up in arms about these things. Anyway. We're going to get back into the music with a brand new 45. So it was part of the Preservation album. And it's such a long title, I can never remember what the exact title is. I think it's Western Sickness, Eastern Medicine, or Eastern Medicine, Western Illness, something along that lines. Anyway, there was a 45 that was supposed to be part of it. I got the album and like immediately wrote to Nature Sounds like, yo, I didn't get the 45. And as I like hit send, I look at my inbox and I was like, oh, there's a defined note saying the 45 manufacturer was delayed. So I felt like a jerk, and so I had to write another message being like, yeah, sorry, I apologize about that. But anyway, that being said, let's get into it. You're going to hear some fantastical music from Billy Woods off the supplementary 45 to Preservation's album. Like I said, Western Illness, Eastern Medicine, or Eastern... I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Either way, let's get into it before I say something really stupid. I mean, it couldn't be any stupider than our current president, though. Hey! Something clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board.
Moms raised them right, or rather a certain way. So it's Nas to the knife fight, cause your name is the name. Paraffin for the gaslight, cause the game is the game. Came back to life, Christ, you should have seen the flames. You should have seen the flames. You should have seen them change. You should have seen them, they was begging for rain. Address on a scrap of paper. See, I meant it when I said see you later. Take the time to show you the time taking. That tick-tock coming from inside the gator. My timepiece tick fast, that's why I can't be waiting. Impatient, lurch away graceless to 10 paces. Spin in the grave when they say he the greatest. Hear a number, you call it something stuck in the vacant. Something ancient in the basement. Unearthed during asbestos abatement. West Africa in the face of Jamaicans on the beach where West Africans waved into slave ships. Looking like LeBron on the Lakers. Purple robes, gold bracelets. Might shape shift. Women naked, tattooed. It's a no jumper interview. Look at him, he can almost taste it. Escapist. Shaking up your snow globe. Fucking up the whole flow. Drink look like a snow cone. Vacuum seal the whole O. Hole in your ozone, shaking up your snow globe, fucking up the whole flow. Drink look like a snow cone. Yeah, I got it.
diagram the mind of the son of man. You'll probably find the son of Sam defined in a grain of sand. Through the hourglass, alas, your power lasts. I'm fast through the grass, I slither without a mask or mirror. Hysteria not as scary as vanity. Varied when humble, you'll cease to stumble after burying vanity. Every calamity actually brilliance. With every start, my insolence enters the hearts of millions. I'm building a heaven ceiling with you as sandcastles. The land has to replenish the finished battle. If men are from Mars, I'm from a distant star where cars fly and Bob Marley's alive. Hardly I strive to open eyes to view terrain. I'll survive with you to blame, and you try to do the same. I don't think they heard what you said. See, I'll survive with you to blame, and you try to do the same. Took a nap in the lion's den, I cringe at the sight of them. Tickled a lion's chin and lost a limb. I binge on friends and vitamins for nourishment. Basking in brisk ambiguity, it's not new to me, but I'm flourishing as if face petaled with crimson. If each voice in my head would take its turn, I'd try and listen. Died when I cried, attention droplets kept company. The faces changing, the names are overwhelming. Kept in touch with senses, you know the taste and smelling. Sight with satire reflecting in an admire perspective. I'm only conscious 90% of the time. The other 10% is spinning, vinning memories to pacify. Satisfies the death of desire, I can't help it. To hear the truth, hand me a felt tip. Marker, spark bliss with one flick of a locust wingtip. If you haven't noticed, my route is scenic. It's the road less traveled. For the envelope pushers, horizon divers, the 9 livers of rhyme ride. Staring back from your liquidated language to show you the true meaning of anguish. Never mind what my name is, my aim is divinity. Surprise, love and die is my holy trinity. How much I give is disguised and how much you give me. Cause you can't fill the cup if the jug is empty. And I can only feel the flood if the dam breaks up. And they'll only hear my voice if the world wakes up. Not like I have a choice in how your face is made up. I just wanna make sure my mask smiles and my pants stay up. See, you'll never know the dance until your feet start to move. That's why I go with every verse like I got something to prove. Like no one's listening but you, I've got a world to reach. The way I see it, they won't learn if I don't teach. So I'll go person by person and lesson by lesson. Take notes, I wanna see hands raised when I ask questions.
Can you feel the hand switching, Pan's labyrinth position? Damn it, the sand shifting, piercing through my hands, sifting. Man, listen, it's a game of ambition. Pill, powder, pop, tripping, sacrificial land fishing, dipping to the lifestyle. Hologram, pop, vision, plots, picking clock, stop ticking, pop lock. Who got rhythm, empty-handed, painted from your streets, keeping what I gather, drawing patterns on your sheets, counting sheets into the wind, grip my teeth until the end, spit my piece until it blend, keep it brief, that's my intent. Living life like it's quill driven, still life, I'm still living real life, and real to real is real different. Drip, ink, interpretive vision. Now tell me what you see. Take a nation, a million deities, and stop my belief. My 3-speed, I achieve, dragging my feet, react to a fleeting moment of the sea. Like this is my conceit. Do with it what you will, but best keep the receipt. No returning from the deep, it's getting deeper still. Speak the head, now I know woe is me. Can't move, stranger motif, like all this fuss over little old me. Do with it what you will, but best keep the receipt. No returning from the deepest, getting deeper still. Speak the head, nah, no, woe is me. Can't move, stranger motif, like all this fuss over little old me.
That's when the old gray cloud bursts. That's when the old gray cloud bursts. That's when the pernicious symbol of oppression let itself defecate endlessly on our standards. Pen the draft, how Pharaoh eats grapes. Recite the return date to blue suede cheapskates. I think of Jack Gilbert's tiger eating pink melon and pinkberry with my older brother who's now a felon. And just as genial as he ever was, though still quick to ask what merits the staring cuz. Told Willie Green, clap the beat so the feeling's right. Milo rap with an aura of healing light and a pop filter of clear topaz. Kept a satchel packed with ornate doodads for unplanned camping trips, paid for by MP3 streams and candid rips of unbalanced sample flips. It's as ample as it gets.
This is my conceit. Do with it what you will, but best keep the receipt. No returning from the deepest, getting deeper still. Speak the head, nah, no, woe is me. Can't move, stranger motif, like all this fuss over little old me. Do with it what you will, but best keep the receipt. No returning from the deepest, getting deeper still. Speak the head, nah, no, woe is me. Can't move, stranger motif, like all this fuss over little old me. Do with it what you will, but best keep the receipt. No returning from the deepest, getting deeper still. Speak the head, nah, no, woe is me. Can't move, stranger motif, like all this fuss over little old me. Do with it what you will, but best keep the receipt. No returning from the deepest, getting deeper still. Speak the head, nah, no, woe is me. Can't move, stranger motif, like all this fuss over little old me.
Surrounded by Transylvania's version of Barnes & Noble. Puree what you think is nice and put it away till vocal. Of the monocles fixed and able to focus on filthy things that I say and my friends say probably should kill me, for I cannot be rehabilitated. Forever ill like H.H. Holmes, my brain is morbid and complicated. Except my evil is concentrated and aimed at evil. Equipped with horns and also wings, I don't fit in with people. If my first album, Nightingale, would have came out between the years of 1692 and 3, and Salem might have burned upon a stake, proclaimed a witch, warlock, or something of that nature. Either way, my free thinking would have had my tables turned, put to a certain death, cause everybody fear what they don't understand. Just follow the flock and keep your head down, you droid. I'm half NWA, took half the body of Christ, half of my life, now I am half of an angel deployed. Open to your suggestion, hunting without aggression. It's funny that you would mention that it's beyond your comprehension. Maybe just pay attention, accompany my invention. Use it as an extension to reach the others while utilizing prevention. It's all feeling smeared in emotional tidings and salutations, allergic anaphylaxis. A rabbit with antlers chasing heathens out of the Garden of Eden as I malpractice. Speak to me like you mean it, for he is the only vampire zenith that's in between this. Lo and behold, this yacht that I carry is always aimed at your heart and will rip the seam quick. Diana Ross with black lip gloss, Aretha Franklin singing Slipknot, Gloria Gaynor, survival tactics in full effect. Reba McEntire, fancy turning tricks reflect. Abba the first ace of base, Loretta Lynn, the coal miner's daughter, that's good taste. Blondie Brunette the jet, let's have a round of applause for Tammy Wynette. Suggestion, hunting without aggression. It's funny that you would mention that it's beyond your comprehension. Maybe just pay attention, accompany my invention. Use it as an extension to reach the others while utilizing prevention. To reach the others while utilizing prevention. The others while utilizing prevention.
Rocking and grooving to the massive and crew for real.
Yeah, man. Trapping those needles all over the place. Bump, bump, bump. Well, whoops. Anyway, what you heard there, that was some Henri Osborne remix by Frankie. And that is off 300 Club Records, which is a label that is owned and run by none other than the man, the myth, the legend. His name is Jay Ohm, straight out of Seattle. What up, Jay? How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're getting ready for a fancy feast of turkey, possibly in the Chad, or Chaz rather. Whatever happened to that? I haven't heard anything else about the supposed Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone anymore. Did they shut that down? Is that still going? If you know, let me know. Anyway, so that was Shun, remixed by Frankie. Before that was Willie Green featuring Prem Rock and Milo. That's off his Merchants of Disaster 7-inch. That was a companion vinyl piece with an album. I don't think that the album was the same name, but each different song had a specific like art piece that was created by the artwork was done by Graham Borland. And every single song of like the whatever 14 or so songs had a visual piece associated with it, and he did the album release at a gallery in LA, which was like so dope. It was like really cool way to do it. So shouts to Willie Green for some creative release techniques. I have no idea if it translated into sales, but it was certainly a really dope thing, and I bought the 7-inch just to support the homies. So there you go. Before that was getting in the Wayback Machine, playing something off Dove Inc. Records. If anybody knows Dove Inc. Records, I will pay you $10 because it was like a short-lived label that put out Illogic's album Right to Death, I Am's album, I can't remember, but I got this, which it may be a rare thing. I have no idea. So they were sending me stuff for radio, and my contact over there sent me this 3 7-inch set where there's like no markings on it. It almost looks like it's supposed to, I think that's intended, but it's supposed to hold like a reel-to-reel tape, like probably a 2-inch reel-to-reel tape, or 1-inch reel-to-reel tape rather, but it holds 3 45s. One of the tracks was that Illogic song, and it's called Only Give You My Love. So shout out to, man, I wish I could remember who my contact over at Dove Inc. was. And I probably deleted all those emails. Probably. Anyway, Dove Inc. Look it up. It was like a really short-lived label out of Columbus, Ohio. Illogic, I think, was at least financially backing it, if not helping with the running of it. Put out a couple cool albums and whatnot, and then just sort of went the way of the dodo. I kicked it all off with Snow Globes from Billy Woods off the Preservation album. Well, it's actually supplementary material to the Preservation album because he does also have a track on the Preservation album. But yeah, that track was called Snow Globes. It's off the supplementary 45 for Preservation's album, which I'm not going to try and do the name again. But look it up. Preservation. It's all based on samples that he found or dug when he was in Hong Kong. And so apparently it was like a really landmark album for him. And he is famous for being the tour DJ for Masai Bay after sort of Mos Def. I think he sort of had a Dave Chappelle type of moment where he like went to Africa and bugged out and was like, I don't want to use my slave name anymore. I'm Masai Bay now. Which like, yo, awesome, liberate yourself. I'm about it. But yeah, so some people get weird about those things. Like I roll with the punches. I don't care what somebody's name is. Like, they can call themselves, Dirt McGirt, Big Baby Jesus, Old Dirty Bastard, whatever. I don't care. Just as long as your product's dope, you know what I'm saying? Let's get back into it. You're going to hear something from the man, the myth, the legend. His name is Quantic. It's the B-side to his Hotline Bling 45, which came out way back in 2017 or 2018. It came out in the spring of 2018, sort of like as a precursor to his album Atlantic Oscillations, Yak Yak Yak. Let's get into it. You're listening to Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ Halo. Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrim. Like hell, sounding, right?
I've decided to scalp you and burn your village to the ground.
He's a special talent. He's ready.
struggling. As I said, we are people that are used to struggling. It don't mean anything to us.
Thinking in a new way. My own thoughts create my world. Don't care what you say. What a crazy Tuesday. 2 verses and 2 texts. Copy print on paper, ain't used cursive since the 12th grade. Used to want expensive things, now I wanna be healthy. Used to buy her diamonds, now I just give her that good day. I'm all about getting it, fuck shit could or would be nice to smoke a cigar. Look up at the sun. Patch me up, I'll stroke my guitar. Write a fancy song about a new day. Think about a souffle this early morning Tuesday. Blink, close my eyes, open them up, I'm out of toothpaste. Lost in my teeth, thinking about how the truth tastes. $100 bill, looking sad with a blue face. Money is an illusion, it's worth whatever you say. Other than yourself, who gives a fuck in a new way? My own thoughts create my world, don't care what you say. What a crazy Tuesday. 2 verses and 2 texts. Copy print on paper, ain't used cursive since the 12th grade. Used to want expensive things, now I wanna be healthy. Used to buy her diamonds, now I just give her that good day. I'm all about getting it, fuck should, could, or would be nice to smoke a cigar. Look up at the sun. Patch me up, I'll stroke my guitar. Write a fancy song. Or would it be nice to smoke a cigar? Look up at the sun. Patch me up,
trying to
Hello
juggle.
from the spirit world. My days here have been as rewarding as they are troublesome, and often dangerous. I have been assembling my notes for some time now. My intent is to create a guide for anyone whose path may lead them to this unwavering otherness. There are days I fear my work will only serve to create more confusion about what I have found, but I felt it necessary to stay the course in hopes that these insights may be illuminating for some. Contained within are anecdotes, recipes, survival tips, warnings, maps, drawings, and more, all organized in an effort to promote safe travel and interdimensional awareness. While this arrangement highlights the basic chronology of my experiences, users should skip to whatever section most directly applies to their impending scenario, as no two spirit world experiences are the same. Accordingly, certain passages may detail specific circumstances that you will not encounter. It is still recommended you cover these sections as to increase your general understanding of what can be expected. There will be times when you will be tested in ways this guide can neither prepare you for nor help you from. Spirit world travel is not recommended for the faint of heart or weak of stomach. Swift and unprecedented consequences will follow your decision to breach this environment. With that in mind, I believe the unabridged Spirit World Field Guide compiled here to be the ultimate companion for all modern supernatural tourism, as well as those potentially seeking more permanent residency. Kindest regards, Aesop Rock.
Yo, how's it going? Chillin'? Good, I'm glad to hear it. So that was an Aesop Rock sort of intro to his album, which is entitled Field Guide to the Spirit World. It came out recently on Rhymesayers. However you may feel or may not feel about Rhymesayers, they still put out 2 very good albums this year, Aesop Rock's album, as well as the Sarok album. I don't feel one way or another about the Atmosphere album. I don't dislike it. I don't necessarily feel like I want to run out and buy it on vinyl either. I kind of stopped. His music is always good, but I just stopped being all that interested in pursuing it. I don't know if you experience this, but sometimes I feel like you'll get in on the ground floor with an artist, and and it's not like, oh, I like their old stuff better or whatever. You're just like, man, I can't keep up with your catalog, dog. Like, I don't need another album from you. It's not that it's a bad album or anything like that. It's just like I don't. My collection is not gonna suffer if I don't have all your albums. Like, I'm not which is strange because I'm typically a completist in that sense. But like, I have no desire, no need to have every Atmosphere album anymore. Like, at first, I have like the complete set all the way to 7 Heads, and then was like, I'm good. I think I'm okay. I feel a little similar about Aesop Rock, even though I do have all his albums. And he keeps putting out quality material. I feel like he is, I don't want to say less productive, but he's not like deluging you. Like, every single year there's not a new Aesop Rock album out, you know? Like, it took a while between Bazooka Tooth and, well, not really all that long, but between None Shall Pass and Skeleton, and then Skeleton certainly, and Impossible the Kid was like a while too. So, those like help to make it more of like an interesting thing. Whereas, like, if you can count on somebody putting out an album like every year, 18 months, it kind of devalues the product. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, that was Hello from the Spirit World, Aesop Rock. Before that was Abstract Orchestra featuring Illa J, New Day, the AO remix. Before that was my man, my mellow, my ace. His name is Brycon. He's a producer in the Bay Area. That track is called Only Child featuring Chris Hayes, and it is off his Brutalism 7-inch, which you can find on his Bandcamp. go ahead and check it out. I'm sure if you look him up, Brycon, Brycon, you can find out more about it. And I kicked it all off with Doumbia by Quantic it's the B-side to the Hotline Bling Cumbia remix 7-inch. So let's get back into it. You're going to hear some music from, man, I got this sent to me for radio for a long time ago. Yeah, 2010. 2010. It's JC Brooks and the Uptown Sound. Track is called To Love Somebody That Don't Love You. It's a 45 that got sent to me by Jessica Weber. Shout outs to Jessica Weber, Cosign Collective. If you need to promote your rap music to non-commercial and college radio, give her a call. All right, let's get back into it. Something clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ Halo. Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrim.
Looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed boy. Now wait a minute. And my only worry was for Christmas what would be my toy. So rough, so tough out here, baby. Even though we sometimes would not get a thing, we were happy when the joy the day would bring. Sneaking out the back door to hang out with those hoodlum friends of mine. Ooh. Greeted at the back door, but though I thought I told you not to go outside. So rough, so tough out here, baby. Trying your best to bring the water to your eyes, thinking it might stop her from whipping you behind. I wish those days could come back once more. I wish those days there had to go. I wish those days could come back once more. I wish those days there had to go. 'Cause I love him so. Dirty said he's feeling, aren't you playing doctor with that girl? Now wait a minute. Just don't tell I give you anything you want in this whole wide world. Mama gives you money for Sunday school. You trade yours for candy after church is through. Smoking cigarettes, writing something nasty on the wall. You nasty boy. He just sent it to the principal's office down the hall. You grow up and learn that kind of thing ain't right. But while you were doing it, it's your son on the side. I wish those days could
Wow, wow, West. We're just vibing for that turkey day. Listening to something clever with this guy.
can bring rain from the sky. No, I'm not a fortune teller. Never have owned a crystal ball. I will if I can. I will when you want so great. When you want so great, yeah. I will give you love. It'll always be your name now. Ooh, please understand. I'm only just a man. Just a man. Just a man. I'm only human. Only human. Human. Yes, I am. I'm only human. Only yes, I am. Fresh and bold, simple man. Yeah,
Yeah. That was a group called Brief Encounter. Track is called Human, and that's off the Soul Jazz 75 Bespoke 45s. Put out by Soul Jazz Records way back when in, I don't know what year it was. What do I look like? A man who has a calendar? I don't know. There's no information. I'll check back with you on that one. But anyway, it came out for Record Store Day. It was a 45 set for Record Store Day a while ago, maybe 2016, 2014. Anyway, that was a Human, Brief Encounter. A little bit of a soul joint there for you. Before that was Bacow Rhythm and Steel Band with a cover of the Sugar Hill Gang's Scorpio. Or actually, that's the Incredible Bongo Band, I believe. Scorpio. And it was sampled by a bunch of old school rap dudes. Like, I call that era of rap the hoo-hoo-ha-ha-ha rap era. So you can call it what you will. Old school, New York City in the 80s, whatever. Anyway, Scorpio. Get with it. Before that was The Gaff, West Coastin'. That's a Motown on Mondays, 45. The Gaff came out and performed at Motown on Mondays in Oakland a while ago, probably 2015. And I bought that 45 just to support the homie. And kicked it all off with J.C. Brooks and the Uptown Sound with To Love Someone That Don't Love You. Ain't that a beat? You know what I'm saying. So, how you feeling? Getting ready? Getting that cranberry sauce cooked? I heard pickling cranberries is kind of dope. I have not tried it, but I have heard stories. Stories around the campfire of pickled cranberries. Sort of like Big Rock Candy Mountain, only it's pickled cranberries. Lakes, pickled cranberries, somewhere in New England. Anyway, if you're gonna be with your family doing cool family stuff, make sure to stay safe. I know a lot of people are over this whole pandemic situation, but guess what? It doesn't mean the pandemic is over just because you're over it and want to get back to your normal life. So one last piece of information there is there is no going back to normal. Life has changed irrevocably, right? Your style of living and everyone's style of living in the entire world has changed because of this pandemic. I have been working from home since March because of this pandemic, and most likely will be able to continue doing so ad infinitum if I felt like it, or at least not go into the office all that often. So everybody's life has changed, but if you want this to not last as long or minimize the damage of it, you can be proactive and do stuff on your own to make sure that it doesn't happen. So, or at least, make sure that the people who aren't proactive in trying to stop these things, they're obvious. So, I don't want to wag the finger at you because I feel the same way. I'm like, man, I just want to be able to DJ for a crowd again. Damn, is that so hard? 5 people, Anyway, let's get into it. You're gonna hear something from the Bubblers 13 compilation. Came out on Brownswood. It's the Muscovic Dance Band with Continue the Fun Space version. I'm just kind of vibing out, playing some records, not really doing too much like intense mixing or whatever. You've seen what I can do, so I don't feel like I have to like represent too hard. But anyway, if you feel like, oh man, this guy just plays records, well, you obviously haven't seen the show. Let's get into it. Something clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, aka DJ. Hey. Thanksgiving edition.
Press the button. Stay in Spain. Don't waste time. Don't lose shit.
Money
Bazooka.
I don't know about you, but I'm having a really good time just vibing out to these tracks, just playing the music. I don't know. I mean, they're dope. This is, I'm so used to being like impressive with my skills, but you know, this has been a nice like sort of chill show, curated mostly. I'm happy with it. I think it's a good show to sort of roll you into the holidays where you'd be just like lounging around. You could play it in the background. You know, you don't have to be like watching me do my tricks and whatnot. You can just like throw it on. So happy Thanksgiving. I do have one piece that's like a little abrasive that I will have to play, but that's a ways away. So. But we are getting down to the nitty gritty, so I'm just gonna back announce this. So this is off the Aloha Got Soul compilation, which is on Strut. It's 20th anniversary of Strut edition. Pretty dope. So it's like all soul music from Hawaii. Some of it sounds like disco, some of it sounds, you know, a little bit more indigenous with the drum patterns. Like this has like a little bit more percussion in it. But either way, it's a really dope album. You should check it out. It came out in 2016. So this is Lemur with Get That Happy Feeling. And yeah, that song gives me definitely a happy feeling for sure. Before that was Carlos Lamartine. As you could tell from the beginning of the song, it's called Bazooka, and that's off the Polyrhythmo de Conato. That's the volume 3, the Essences of Funk, 69 to 80. In where in Africa is it? Afro-funk, skeletal essences. It doesn't say where from, but I'll take a look more into it and tell you, maybe. Who knows? Maybe you'll forget. Probably you'll forget. So I'm going to get back into the music with some reggae to cap it all off. We only have about 10 minutes left, so let's get into it. You're listening to Something Clever with your man Jeep Ward behind the board, a.k.a. DJ Halo, Thanksgiving edition. Hey, 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 hey.
How? I am Pocahontas. How? I am Pocahontas. How? I am Pocahontas. A Chippewa maiden.
Enough said.
And I am Running Bear, betrothed to Pocahontas. In the play.
20 grand for summer camp. He's Mr. Woo Woo.
We have brought a special gift for this holiday feast. I am a turkey. Kill me. I am a turkey. Kill me. What a thoughtful gift. You have taken the land which is rightfully ours. Years from now, my people will be forced to live in mobile homes on reservations. Your people will wear cardigans and drink highball. We will sell our bracelets by roadside. You will play golf and enjoy hot hors d'oeuvres. My people will have pain and degradation. Your people will have peace. The gods of my tribe have spoken. They have said, do not trust the pilgrims, especially Sarah Miller. Gary, she's taking the word. And for all these reasons, I've decided to scalp you and burn your village to the ground.
You're not the Jesse, well, yeah, I stand to I You're not the Bravo, you want to see a man a step it round it, cause I want to get some peace, you know? They not choose ready. Want them round it, let the people get some peace. Want them round west, not the button test. Jaja is the best right now. Take them downtown, let them know what it's all about. They don't let Babylon kinda get you home. Jaja kinda get you home right now. Kinda get them home. Kinda get them home. Jaja kinda get them home. Want them up north, who them get them caught. Jaja want them up north before them getting caught. Want them up north before Jaja kinda spawn them. Want them up north, Jaja before kinda spawn them up. Want them up north right now. Jaja, get on. You're Rotic and you're bum and you're on the run. You know, Jaja, keep on running, man. Keep on running round, 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 yeah. Want them round the heat, let the people kind of get some peace. Want them round west, not to get the fucking best. Jaja kind of going. Take them down, let them know what it's all about. Don't let Babylon kind of get you out right now. Yeah, Jaja kind of get you out. Want them down, want them before you spawn them. Want them before you kind of spawn them right now. Keep on wanting job before you spawn them. Keep on wanting job before you kind of spawn them right now. Jaja keep on wanting right now. Keep on wanting job. Want them round east, want them round east, let them get some peace. Want them round west, not the bottom test. Want them round west, Jaja is the best. Want them down south, let the people know what is on the board. Take it down, you know, what is on the board. Don't be what is on the board. Want them round the town, don't let Babylon get you out. Get on. Want them up north, before them kind of getting caught. Jaja want them, Jaja want them. Jaja want them before them kind of spawn them. Get on. Jaja want them, Jaja want them. Jaja want him, then Jaja kind of want him. Jaja want him, then Jaja kind of want him.
Is it just me, or is this percussionist killing it? Something clever, Thanksgiving edition. Get ready to get fat and sleepy. Tryptophan. What? Something clever. Yeah, how's it going? Chillin'. Well, we're at the end of the show. So thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. Checking me out. As always, I'll be back next week with more fun, interesting music. What you heard there was a really great set of reggae, a lot of new stuff. So yeah, it was all right. Jackie Mitu with the Soul Brothers, and that's James Bond. I don't know what it is about reggae dudes, but they are like obsessed about things like James Bond, and there's certain theme music that are just like ska reggae standards, and I have no idea why. Like what is the original influence of it? I don't know. James Bond might be a result of it being an English thing and the imperialism and all that. What can you do? Before that was Roland Alfonso with Nimblefoot Ska, and that is off the Studio One Scorchers Volume 2, the instrumentals. I imagine Volume 1 is the vocal versions, but I can't say because I don't know. Before that was Dub Specialist Gumbe Jump, and that's off the Studio One DJs compilation, which is both Soul Jazz Records putting out Studio One material. I know, it gets confusing. Soul Jazz just does all these really, really great compilations. If you're unaware, they do these really great compilations, oftentimes focusing on a specific record label or a specific genre or something like that. But mostly they do a lot of these reggae Studio One compilations or whatever. But they have a whole breadth of stuff that they put out that's really cool. So if you haven't checked them out, check them out. Soul Jazz. They're from the UK. Their store is Sounds of the Universe. Before Dub Specialist was Ja Tesco with Warning, also off the Studio One DJs compilation, and then I kicked it all off with Soul Agent and the Soul Defenders Popcorn Reggae, and that's off the From the Vaults Volume 1, which is a legitimate Studio One release. That came out actually Black Friday 2017 or 18. Sold completely out, and then they re-released it as just a regular double LP. But the Black Friday version is probably worth some money at this point. So if you have a copy, hold on to it and keep it in good condition. All right. Have a great holiday if you live in the U.S. If you don't live in the U.S., have a great Thursday or, whatever. Have a great Thursday on Thursday after this broadcast. Anyway, have a great week. Until next week, live life. Don't be a jerk. My name is Jeep Ward Behind the Board, a.k.a. DJ Halo. You can find out more about me at halodoesn'tsuck.com. Peace.